What do we do with politics? And the history of education has been, the answer has been avoided. It's just too complex. What I think is incredible is that we tend to keep children in this virginal political state when they are 15, 16, 17, and 3 months later we ask them to vote for a president. What I found amazing is that a kid, an American or a European kid, leaves the school when they are 16, 17 years old, knowing more about Florence Renaissance than about what's happening in South Sudan or in Iraq. What you're doing here at Ross is spectacular, because it's trying to raise those children that will transform the world. That's why science is so important, to look at the world as a unity. But we have to go beyond science. We have to go to social issues, to politics, to understand that we are one humanity living in a very complex world. And I don't know how you can do that without confronting children with the reality of the world that they live. You talk about the shift. I would go even a step forward. I would talk about a revolution. We have reached a point, and I think that we've seen it throughout this week, where you link demography with environmental issues, with politics, and the future looks grim. And to avoid horrible things happening, we need a revolution of the heart and of the mind. How do we get children to understand this? For me, I really think that the only tool is knowledge. I think that compassion is a neighborhood of knowledge. What I would like for children is to understand that the world we cannot be contained by a country or a flag, that it's the humanity, that we share a small world, and that is us, that is we, and that nobody can be excluded from that. And any step forward, any change has to involve all of us. We all come from the same place, which is Africa. And all the countries in the world were made out of people that moved. And all the cultures of the world were made up of diverse elements. And we understand that for the past, we don't want to hear it about the present. And the only way of changing that, of tearing those walls down, I think is through citizens, through women and men who believe that for reasons of humanity, for reasons of ethics, we have to open the world to everyone. We cannot become ghettos of wealth, and they are not easy decisions. Those walls are not put up by people who are idiots or evil. They have fears, and many of those fears are understandable. But we have to reach for higher principles, higher aims. For the people of the world, you are much more important as an active citizen in the place that you live than whatever assistance you can give elsewhere. What we need is active citizens that change the dynamics and the world that we have today.